I'm a dentist by profession, and I'm a Seussologist by obsession. In 2001, I had discovered these lost stories in their original magazines on eBay. So I immediately had to try to find them all because I'm obsessive and I need to have them all, but mostly I wanted to enjoy and read them. I've had some extra copies that I would pick up on eBay for a couple of dollars, and then I would relist them on eBay and tell people that there was this lost story in there.
When I first stumbled upon this listing on eBay for what purported to be a story and some illustrations from a magazine in the 1950s, there was no question in my mind that it was accurate and original. And I figured, I'll buy it, and then we'll take it into the office and we'll look at it and we'll talk about what happens next. And I subsequently ended up buying 3 stories from the same person, who turned out to be Charles Cohen.
At that time, I happened to be reading a Seuss biography by the Morgans, and I came across the name Kathy Goldsmith, and I said, Kathy Goldsmith, wait a minute.
Are you that Kathy Goldsmith from Random House? And I said, busted.
They struck up a conversation, and Charles began to tell Kathy about his collection of Seussiana. And one thing led to another, and before we knew it, Kathy and I were tootling up where Charles Cohen had a practice as a dentist.
They basically wanted to come out and find out, why do you know so much about Dr. Seuss?
We'd never seen some of this stuff, tear sheets from ad campaigns and plastic figurines. There was no doubt in our minds that the poems in these magazines stood up brilliantly to anything Ted had ever done.
It's not like these were stories somebody found in a drawer that Dr. Seuss didn't publish because he didn't think they were good enough.
In the 50s and in the 40s before that, this was the place where Fitzgerald and Hemingway tried out stuff in short stories in magazines, and Ted was among them.
This is the point at which Dr. Seuss is becoming Dr. Seuss. One of the things that I always think are wonderful when you open up a Seuss book for the first time are, what menagerie are we going to see? Things like a pair of wild weef.
Zinniga-Zanniga.
Iccas and Gritches and Nuppers.
Sneetches, Gertrude McFuzz. These great stories that he had illustrated himself, that he had written himself, were just languishing out there.
And of course, Charles wanted to put them in an anthology.
We got to relay these out in book form, that they got to have that flow that they didn't necessarily have perfect in the magazine. I feel a tremendous responsibility to get it right for everybody.
That Kathy Goldsmith had worked on books with Ted Geisel, and she was the art director. Let's make this the way Ted would have. And they did. She did a fantastic job.
We've got something we never knew about that is fantastic and authentic and great Seuss. It gives me great pleasure to give the public a chance to, again, discover a new book by Dr. Seuss.